Hey guys, welcome back. It's day 2. We're gonna be working on, or Nick is gonna be working on, and I'll be overseeing, I'm the project manager, overseeing the powder bathroom updates. We're so excited, or I'm excited. I don't know if Nick is excited. Nick, are you excited?
I'm excited.
He's excited. So we're just hanging out. Reese is getting close to her first nap, so she's about to get fussy here. I can tell. I can see her eyes are getting tired. Hi. Hi guys. Did you say hi guys? They're so cute. Reese just woke up from her first nap and I think she's teething because she has been just very much more fussy than normal. Sweetheart. I know. Normally she's just super chill and go with the flow, and lately she's just been way more fussy than usual, and I just feel bad because she's 8 months. She'll be 9 months this month, but I feel like it's gotta be her poor sweet little teeth. I know, baby.
So now I'm using mud that I got at the store, the little Home Depot, my go-to spot, and I am taking this mesh tape and putting mud around the seams, sealing it with this, and then I'm going to put a lot of mud on there, sand it so it's as smooth as possible. That way when the wallpaper goes on, you won't even be able to tell. I also need to patch the hole up here at the top. So instead of doing any drywall to fix that hole, I do have this mesh like hole repair thing from the last house that I happened to bring with me, and so that'll fit perfectly over that. So I'll fix that hole. I'm going to do all the mud here, and then while this dries, I'm going to start on that wall with the wallpaper. So I did talk to my mom this morning because it's Mother's Day, but also she is very jacked up about me wallpapering because she's put she's laid a lot of yards of wallpaper in her life, probably miles, all of our rooms growing up. So she's like a wallpapering queen. So she gave me some pointers, made sure I had all the right equipment, which I think I do now. So we'll get started on that here in a second. All right. So if none of you have ever mudded before, it's actually pretty easy. A lot of people don't like to do it. It can be a little bit messy, but basically all you need is a knife like this guy, the mud, and some type of a tray. And the pre-mixed stuff's the best. Well, I think most of it's pre-mixed. I don't know. I haven't done this in a long time. One of my first jobs was actually drywall and mudding houses, so I have a little bit of experience, but it's been a long time. But basically, like I said earlier, cut the drywall and put the mesh tape down to seal the seams. And now I'm just gonna put some all around and try to make these seams as seamless as possible. So now I'm going to fix this little hole up here at the top. So over at the Home Depot, you can get one of these 6-inch hole repair kits from Anvil. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, that's what the package said. But it's like a piece of metal for a big hole like that, and then that mesh material so you can mud right over it. And there you go. And it doesn't look perfect, but that's what sandpaper's for. So we'll sand it all down, get it as flat as possible, and we'll put wallpaper on it, so it don't matter. It doesn't matter, sorry. Once I get these tools in my hands, I start talking like a redneck. Now I'm gonna let that dry, and I am gonna start on this wall with the wallpaper. So that way, by the time I get done here, hopefully probably sometime tomorrow, I'll come back and I'll do the other side. So, first time hanging wallpaper. Used to watch my mom all the time, but that was a long time ago, barely remember it. So I'm gonna start with this wall because it looks like the easiest part, and then it's gonna get difficult going around all these doors and all these little pieces. So Aaryn thought she had ordered pre-pasted wallpaper that you just get wet, but she didn't. She ordered the most difficult kind of wallpaper to hang, which is the kind that you have to actually apply a paste. So we're gonna go get some paste, and I don't know if this is right or not, but I'm not gonna paste it on the paper and then try to put it up there. I'm gonna paste the wall and then I'm gonna put the paper up there. I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. This is like a crazy thick wallpaper, so we'll see how that works. So right now you're kind of sitting on the toilet. That's the view that you have. I'm gonna work around you here. I'm gonna use my plumb to make sure that first piece of paper is good. Now, when I hang that first sheet of paper, I'm going to use that as my line to make sure that I don't get all cattywampus. So, alright. Now I need to measure the length of the wall. 103, alright. So now I need to cut my first sheet of wallpaper 103 inches. I'll probably put gloves on. This is like a black textured wallpaper, so you don't want to get any of the adhesive or any of the crap flying around in the air on it, or stuff from your hands, like I just did. So, all right, 103 inches. I'm gonna give 2 inches on top and 2 inches on bottom. So 103 plus 4 is 107. Now I'm measuring and cutting the wallpaper. So what I did, I'm folding it over like this, and I drew a line halfway, so 53.5 inches. Then I'm measuring 53.5 inches, which equals 107 inches. So that way I have a couple inches on both sides. I'm gonna hang this vertically, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut at this line here, and then I'm gonna paste the back, paste the wall, and hang this thing.
Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Oh, even in the hard times.
What are you guys doing? Eating popsicles?
Yeah.
You guys having fun today?
No.
Keep going.
Keep going down. Papa, keep going down. Why, Mommy?
Yeah. What's up, Dutchie? What's up, Dutch? Hi. Dutchie has a fresh haircut. Sweetheart. So he ended up having to take that first piece off. And do you have the hang of it now, Nick?
I think so.
Do you know what you did wrong?
I just didn't use enough glue.
And not enough glue?
Yeah. This wall.
It's probably hard to use just the right amount to where it doesn't seep out.
I know, because then it gets on
Yeah, that's not good. This is incredible, Nick. What are your thoughts?
It is incredibly
Hard.
hard.
Yeah, we've been talking about what the heck we're gonna do about this. Yeah, this is what we were talking about because the way the grout like comes out on the side of the shower, it's not a straight line. So this is gonna be really interesting. Poor Nick, but we'll have tons of tips for you guys who are thinking about doing this at the end because he'll have already gone through all the lessons and stuff and the learning process, so he'll have experience to share. He wants to kill me right now.
Hey, did you just try to hit me? You took a swipe at me.
Oh,
I'm trying to get it to focus.
I got paint. Dry paint on me.
I love it.
I got dry paint on me.
As you can see, there's some areas that has a little bit of glue on there. It's almost impossible not to get glue on the front of it because of how much you have to glue on the back. Look at that. So I've been cutting the pieces. I got most of the hard areas done, and I'm going to do this piece right here. So that's going to be a long strip. So I'm going to cut it. I'll measure it here in a second, but it's probably, looks like about 3.5 inches. So I'll cut it about 4.5, maybe 5 inches. That way I can have a little overage, and then I'll cut it right here at the corner seam. At the top, I'm gonna butt it up underneath there and close that seam. I could have went all the way up, but at some point I would have had a seam either way, so I did the top piece, and it'll look just like that one does. So still look good. I totally destroyed my clothes yesterday, so maybe getting some overalls or something would be a good idea. Alright. I have to sand down where I patched the wall. I'm going to sand it down, apply another layer of mud, finish up wallpapering everywhere I can, and then I'll come back and finish that wall tomorrow. And then once I complete that, we'll go ahead and move the plumbing over, so then the vanity is where it needs to be without having it not work. Having a sharp knife where you can break these off is key. That way you can keep a sharp blade. And there you go. I'm gonna have to touch up this corner a little bit. My special touch-up pen came with the wallpaper. If you remember, I mudded this yesterday, and so now I'm gonna sand it all down, and then I'm gonna put one more layer of mud on it. That way tomorrow there's no ridge, it should be flat, because if we're putting wallpaper on it, I wanna make sure it's as flat as I can get it. So I'm gonna start doing that. I am adding some more mud here and just trying to make it so this is as seamless as possible. So one of the things, when I put this patch up, for some reason it's the same size, but there's like a little brace on the 2x4 that made it just off a little bit, so it's a little bit thicker than the surrounding, which I don't want to be noticed on the wallpaper. So I'm going to put a little extra mud here where that is to try to prevent anybody from noticing that. Okay, so we're almost there.